Hi guys, this is Eduardo with Top Dogs Roofing. For you guys that don't know, I am the owner of Top Dogs Roofing. Well, co-owner, I'm with my brothers. But anyways, I'm at my house today. I'm not on the office, so you guys can see this is where I live. I'm doing this video on a Sunday because I just got some time. Actually, it looks like it's gonna be pretty busy. But if this video goes up, it means that I was able to figure out how to connect my iPad with this other thing, because this is my iPad right here. So when you see me looking down, it's because I'm doing this. But in this video, I don't know what I'm gonna title it yet, but I want to be showing you guys how you can measure a roof. This one we're gonna do an online version. Usually you can do it with a tape measure, and I can show you guys if you guys want to do that as well. Just leave me a comment. But on this one, I want to show you guys how I'm able to measure some roof without stepping on them. Even though we do get on top of the roof, take pictures of any of the components like flashings, plumbing boots, square vents, any of that, so that we can do the quote right. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I measure the roofs, how I quote the roof, so we don't lose any money. So one of the things I always tell the guys or anybody when we're doing an estimate is you need to know how much money you're going to be keeping, or the business you're going to make the business before you start the job. And yes, there are things that that you can't predict, such as maybe a pot breaks, a gutter gets damaged, you're going to pay for that. But those are the things that you can't really control. Well, you can, because you got a crew and you got to make sure everything is good. But things happen. What if there's a bundle kind of slides over? Maybe let's just say a gun, a hammer, right? Even though we try to take all precautions, such as we put boards on the roof, we use a catch-all system, if you guys see on my other videos. But things happen, you know. It is construction. Things happen all the time. So as long as you can try to avoid as much as you can. But those things you can't really predict, you know. Things happen. Like I said, sometimes a hammer might fall and hit the gutter, I don't know, or hit a window. But with this, I want to show you guys how to make money, basically, and make sure how much money you're going to keep at the end once you finish that job, if everything goes correctly. But yeah, so let's get to it. So there's two ways you can measure this this roof. So you can measure with tape measure. You can go over there, draw it yourself and measure it, or you could do this what I do. And there's other software you can use, but I like to use Roofer. If you can see that right here, it's roofer.com. You can use EagleView, but I feel like EagleView is really expensive because they don't have a measure yourself. So Roofer does have that option, but there's other softwares out there. GAF has one, Hover, I think that's that one. But I like Roofer because it's cheaper out of all of them. You can actually order reports with them, and they'll measure for you. But let's just say we sometimes I pay for them to come and for them to order my houses, to measure my houses, I mean. But it does take a while. If you want to pay more, I mean, for a shorter time, it does. Even then, you're gonna pay extra. So EagleView is around $45. Roofer is like around $18-$20. You want a lot quicker, another $8. I really don't order that much. But this is for you guys that want to learn as well, because it doesn't hurt nobody. Well, it doesn't really hurt if you want to know this, you know. Because sometimes you may be slowed down. You want to keep some more money. You want to, you know, put, I know $20 ain't much, but if you got to measure, if you pay for 10 houses and you only didn't even close a single one, you know, $20, that's already $200 right there. So I think, yeah, $200, you know, that you could have kept if you would have just measured this. It's cheaper. You buy tokens on this ones. You can actually submit your pictures. If you got a drone, submit your pictures on this. I'm not going to be doing that today, but you can also do that. That's why I like Roofer, because it's simple and all that. But let's just get to it. That was basically about the beginning of that. But anyway, this roof, we already did it. We already got it ordered, done it, you know, pictures finished. We already finished this roof. The reason I'm doing this one is because this one does have a little bit more on here. It does not have rakes. I do apologize for that. It does not have rakes. It does only have the eaves on this one. And I pulled it up already on here. Eaves, if you don't know what it It's an overhang, like this one. It's an overhang. If you can see eave, rakes is this one right here. Even though they call it eave still, but it's the rakes because see, for some reason they call it eave still. But we call it rakes on those sides. If you want to go here, rakes. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for, but it's pretty weird. Everything, rakes and eaves. Yeah, here's a good one, I guess. See, it shows kind of two different ones. Oh, here it is. This one. It shows right here is a roof rake on the side and an eave. So, if you see on this one, it does not have anything. You see, but I'm not gonna. They're gonna have no eave, so we're not gonna be having that. So you gotta worry on this one. But this one does have eaves all around. I already measured this one, but I'm gonna delete it. You can delete all the edges. I'm gonna go start from 0 again. Delete all edges. Okay. So here we go. If you guys can see this roof has eaves all around. If you guys see, there's no rakes. And you can actually pull up on Google Earth and see how it looks from there. It does have a transition right here. If you guys can see, it has a transition, and it's a 312 and goes up to a 812 right here. It's all around. Even though you can't see it in some areas, it does have it like right here. It's all around because we already did it. So, but anyways, the reason I like this software so much is because it actually is I would say 95, 96% accurate, and that's what we add that waste factor on this one, so you can bump the waste, and that way you're not short on your shingles. But yeah, so that's how we start. Is we look at all the corners. The first thing we're gonna do is outline the whole thing from the whole house, and we're gonna start from right here, one corner. I like to use one corner that is super clean, because then the software itself can read where it's at, you know. So you don't know where the corner is here, but if you find it here first, you are gonna be able to get it better. There, you connect that corner to this other corner and go all around the house like that. There you go. And usually the software itself is going to be able to pull it up on itself. So you go like this on all the corners. I like to do it all of them. And this one is a little bit simple because it doesn't have that much thing. It doesn't have too much cuts, and that's why I wanted to do this one like this. And the reason I like this, we want to start on a clean corner, is because the software itself is going to be able to read where the other corner is at. If you go like this, it's going to be able to read it like right there. So there you go, and it connects to the other one. There you go. We got the whole house already marked. Now I want to mark that the transition area from here, just so we can make it a little bit easier. There you go. And there's another one. Like I said, guys, it takes a little while. There you go. There's another one there. There you go. Okay, I kind of messed that one up, but you can undo it. Let me hold off on that side. Let me go on this side, so that way the software can read it a lot better when I'm getting to that point. There we go. There we go. On this one, then match this one right here. Make sure you guys, it just got a little, gotta match all the little squares on here. They say all the edges, you want to mark all of them, and then there you go. So now we got all the transition already. Now you want to measure the hips and the ridges. Okay, so if you guys, I don't know if you're new to roofing, but this is the hip right here in this line, and this is the ridges where the ridge vents go. This is a ridge right here. It's another ridge. I can make another video if you guys still need more on that. Where the ridges and what's the eaves. But here, even then, you can still do it. You know, just mark, as long as you're marking all the edges correctly, you should be fine. So let's just start marking them. There you go. And maybe some of you guys are gonna be asking me like, why is this one not marked correctly? How can I fix that? Because it's not right there. You go to move anchor point on your right. You click that, and you can actually move the anchor a little bit if you want to match it up a little better. There you go. There you go. Then go back to draw, and you can start clicking all the little dots like this. Get them all lined up. This is why I like this software, because it's super easy. It follows there on the line. It starts reading once it starts seeing all the lines, the edges. It reads everything itself. There you go. And now we want to mark right there, there. If you can see, my bad guys, it's just taking a little while right now, but once you get the hang of it, it should be fairly quick. Sometimes there's some roofs I can do like in 5 minutes. I don't even know how long this one has been so far. 11 minutes, but most of it was me just yapping around. There you go. Just match all the corners. Just get everything, all the dots completed. If you don't get all of them correct or something, it's not going to be able to read it correctly. But there you go. We got all the hips and the ridges all marked. Now we got the valleys. The valley is going to be on these areas. So you got to mark all of them. Again, just like lines again. Like I mentioned, you guys, just mark all of them. Okay, if you click something wrong, you can just undo it and it goes back. So click it again. There you go. At least now, I don't think we're missing anything. Everything is really measured correctly. So now you can go to your left, and you see that it says draw edges and whatever the word is, facets, whatever. I guess I'm saying it wrong, but yeah, you just click on the edges, and then on the right side of the screen, it's gonna show up all the things that you got: eaves, valley, hips, and rakes. You want to mark all of them correctly, because if you put hips on ridges, it's gonna read it wrong. So you want to get a little bit better on that. So as the first one goes, it's a little green. We're gonna click it's called the eaves, and we're gonna click all the eaves. Like I mentioned you guys earlier, all the eaves are just the overhang on the roof. It looks like that's about it. See, it's just one square box. There you go. And then the valleys, I told you guys the valleys is this one right here. Pretty sure if you already know about roofing, you should be able to know that. And then the hips is always on the sides. We marked all of them. Even the little one, guys. I know it looks like we don't need it, but you do need it. Everything, all the little ones, they all make a big difference to keep your estimates as accurate as you can. There you go. I think we got all the hips. There we go. Next is the ridges, and I told you guys it's where the ridge fence go and the peak of the roof. There you go. It looks like we got no rakes on this one. Again, no rakes. And we don't have no wall flashings either, but we do have a transition. And like I mentioned, guys, you need to mark that. If not, if the software's not going to be able to read it right. There you go. Another one there. Look, I kind of even missed that one. I didn't click hips on this one. There you go. Transition. Let's click all the transitions. And there you go. All the whole roof is marked already. Now we're gonna make sure when you're on the roof, we have this app called Pitch Factor, I believe, and it's free on Apple. You can just download it and put it next to a shingle, and it shows you the pitch of the roof. But since we already measured this one, like I said, I already did it. You click on the third option there, and again, everything's gonna pop on your right side. If you have dormers, 2 stories, flat roof, and all that, so you can have a better accurate. Well, like I mentioned, you guys, there in the flat ones, it's like a 312. So I'm gonna mark all of them 312. So you just click it, and it should shoot the price. The estimate for you, the measurements. And then like I mentioned, the other side was 812. So the big areas, it's 812. Just click them, and that's why you need to have the transition so it can separate everything. Because once I pull the report, you're gonna be able to see it right now. Now you can push save. And you can download it. I usually email it to myself so I can upload it to our Job Nimbus, but on this one I can just download it here. And it should pop up really quick. Like I say, it takes a few seconds. Download now. And here we go. We got the estimate ready. I mean, not the estimate, the measurements already. Everything pulls up from the picture of the house. Because usually you want to, depending on how you pay your crews, or maybe you're doing like an add-on or just one side, and you just want to, or maybe depending, I don't know how you guys pay your people. Maybe you have one guy in one section and the other guy in another section. You want to know how much you pay him. It should tells you the how many squares each slope it is. You know, like this one is 1,012. So that one's 10 squares, and the other one 8 squares. You know, stuff, all that is over right here. Also give you the pictures, so in case you want to give this to one of your guys or your group leader, so that they know what to take to the job site before they start. On this one, I don't think we will need any ropes or anything, but on some other areas where it's 2 stories, anything like that, you do want to make sure you guys are safe. So this is another way you can everybody know what they've got to do, you know. And then at the end, it gives you a better area of the full report summary. It gives you on the left side how the roof looks, and on the total area of 44,617 square foot of the full roof. It shows you everything from eaves, valleys, how many feet, total hips, ridges, and all that. And then at the bottom, it kind of shows you how it adds the hip and ridges if you are using just the hip and ridges, all the same. And then the eaves and rakes, since we only have eaves here, it adds you the rakes as well. Because we don't do it here, but up north, from what I've seen on some other videos, is that they have their own eaves, gutter flashing, and then they got the drip edge for the rakes. But here we use the same all around. Like I said, that's just how it is here. I live here in Louisiana, so that's how they go. And it also shows you how many square feet of 312 we got, which is 8.4 squares. Then we're on the 812, we got 37.8 squares, you know, for the 812. And like I told you guys, we have the 10% rule. We waste factor, we always do 10%. Even though this was not cut up, so I think we can kind of get away with it with at least 5%. I would say 47, 40, 49 squares on this one. So yeah, I mean, that's about it on the measuring on the roof, and hopefully that wasn't as hard as you guys think. But once you get the hang of it, you should be pretty fast, you know. But anyways, there we go. Now we got all that. Now we want to now we want to find out how much money we gotta make on this roof. We already got all the important numbers. So I already wrote everything for you guys on this one. Okay, so if you guys know, let me split view. When I'm doing my estimates, I like to have both sections. I usually have job numbers on my left and then the measurements on the right side. But on this one, we're not doing job numbers right now, because on job numbers already the numbers are already plugged in. All you gotta do, read the right side and boom, put it on there and shoot your price. But we started this one from scratch. We don't know anything. So I want to start on the left side. You go see the drip edge, coal nails, cap nails, and all the most important stuff that you need for a roof. So the drip edge covers 10 foot. The coal nail, which is the nails for the shingles, usually we have noticed that it's around 20 squares per box. So for every 20 squares, we got to buy 1 box. So now you know from that. Same with the cap nails. And the synthetic, if you guys know, if you do roofing or you have done roofing before, usually the synthetic on the hips, you got to overlap them. So by the time you're doing that, the first roll, you actually didn't take 10 squares, you actually took 9. So we always use the 9 rule. So by then, so that way we are not short. You just imagine you're short by, you put in my 10 squares and you actually need 4 squares more. You're gonna be out a roll, and rain happens. I don't know. It's gonna be exposed to the rain. So you always want to have a little bit extra. Then we got the ice and water. If you guys know, it covers 22 squares total, or 75 linear feet the long way basically. The hip and ridges, depending on which brand you use, covers we use Malarkey on this one, so it's gonna cover around 30 linear feet. Starters, again, depending on the brand, but this one covers 110 linear feet. And then we got the Richmond as well. The Richmond covers 4 feet. So there you go, guys. On what we kind of need on this roof, we don't need anything else. The pipes, vents, square vents, I do not have pictures right now, but I might add a little bit extra on the pricing so that way we can cover those. But other than that, guys, it looks like that's about everything we actually need for this roof. And on the bottom side right here, where it says labor per square tile, that I put 80 because that's how much around the average it has been every time we pay our guys for the roof. Trash fee is $650. We pay $650. Materials cost us approximately $220 per square. And we do gotta pay workers' comp here, so we gotta have the general liability and workers' comp, and it's around 31 per every 100 I pay on labor. So I did all those numbers already. But first, we're gonna go with the estimate. How many stuff we need if you guys wanna get better on that. How many drippers you think we will need on this roof? Man, this thing I'm lagging. Okay. Drip edge. How do we figure out how many drip edge we will need on this house? So how you know that is what I mentioned. You got eaves and rakes. On here we use eaves and rakes as drip edge all around, so it doesn't matter. And it looks like it's 301 feet. So it covers 10 feet. So if you do 300 divided by 10, you get 30. So then we got 1 feet left over, but you're not gonna be able to buy at the store 1 feet of drip edge. You gotta buy one full one. So on this one, we'll be needing 31 drip edge. And then coil nails, if you guys saw, we're gonna buy the 10% rule. We gotta use 50, even though we could get away with it 48, 49, but we're gonna use 50. On this one, it's 50 squares. So if you do 50 divided by 20, how many times you can fit 20 on 50? You can only fit them twice. So if you do if you divide 50 divided by 20, you get 2.5. And at the store, they're not gonna sell you 2.5 worth of nails. So what you gotta do, you buy the full box. So that means we're gonna need 3 boxes of coil nails. Again, cap nails set around the same amount. Actually, it probably will be only 2, but just for this one, 3 boxes again. Synthetic, like I told you guys, on this one, it's 50 squares. You gotta divide 50. Let's do the math right now. 50. What's the division number? Oh, here. 50 divided by 9 equals 5.5. And you cannot buy 5.5 worth of synthetic. So what you gotta do is round it up. So I go to 6 rolls, guys, in the ice and water. If you guys can see right here how much because we put ice and water in all the valleys. Every single valley gotta have ice and water. We only have 35 linear feet. So I mean, you already know the math. Cover 75. So how many rolls you're gonna need? Just one roll, guys. Then the hip and ridges covers 30. If you guys see right here, it says hips plus ridges, all already adds it all together. So all you gotta do is, it says 244 divided by 30 equals, wait, why is it not doing it no more? 244 divided by 30 equals, why is it not doing it no more? Tripping. 244 divided by 30 equals, I don't know why it's not doing it. But anyways, let's use the calculator real quick. $244 divided by 30. So it says 8.13. So you're not gonna buy 8.13 of hip and ridges. So you gotta have 9. So we will do 9 right here. And then the starters, again, we put starters all around the eaves and rakes. So you have to divide. So you have to divide the 301 divided by 110 equals. Why is it not doing it? There you go. Tripping. There you go. So we will need 301 divided by 110. You get 2.7. So we're not going to be able to get 2.7 of starters, so we got to round it up to number 3. So we'll be needing 3 bundles. There you go. Enrichment, how you find that? I know it's it doesn't. If you go here, it says the ridges, total ridges, 45. But if you can see, he does have a turbine on the picture. Right here, it have a turbine, so we don't need Richmond right here. But it does have Richmond here and Richmond on the other side. So what we just gotta do is just go to this one. So it's 28 plus 14. Richmond 28 plus 14 equals 42 feet. So but then we gotta do 42 feet divided by 4 equals 10. So we need 11 Richmonds. Well, I spelled it wrong. Man, I'm actually tripping. Okay, there you go. So we need 11 Richmonds. So we already know how to calculate this stuff. And like I said, the other things like plumbing boots and all of that, you have to see it once you're on the roof. We can kind of guess on this one, but I'm not going to get all in that. Okay, it does have a turbine, has a square vent over there, a boot right there, another square vent, a bunch of stuff going on. But you can figure that one when you're on the roof, and you can add those. Like I said, those little extra things, it's not going to cost you more than $40. So there you go. But now we're getting to the materials. How I estimate my roofing jobs and how much I'm able to keep. How can you know how much money are you going to keep after the job is done, guys? That's the main stuff. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you're getting roof jobs or you're losing money on every single one of them, it does not matter. So you want to know how much money you're keeping, all right? Every single time. But anyways, we're going to start here. The first thing, we got the labor is 80 squares. I mean, on labor, we have average around $80 per square. So on roofing, we go by squares most of the time. So on our job numbers, we just put the squares on them and it shoots a price. But right now, I'm actually doing like all type it up and stuff. And I did the math for you guys as well. And then the trash fee, if you can see, it is $6.50. That's how much we pay. Materials around 220. I don't have my stuff right now, but that's the average. So sometimes it's around 180, 190. Sometimes it's around 220, 2 hits right there. You know, sometimes we need more ice and water. But I have noticed that it has been around 220 on this house. It was a Malarkey Vista, so it was a little bit expensive on this one. So that's why I'm gonna put 220. I already did the math. And workers' comp, we pay $31 per every 100 for every 100 that we pay out on labor. All right. So I did the math on how long it took. It took us 2 days to finish this job. Should have been done in 1 day, but again, it was kind of windy, so and we had to take like 3 layers of paper, so it took us a little while. But if you guys can see on the right, on my left side, it says 250 times 3. That's how much for the guys get paid per day, 250. And it was 3 guys, 3 nailers. Nailers get paid 250 a year, so it's 750, and then times 2 is 1,500. Then the laborers, like people that pick up the trash, bring the shingles up, we paid them $150 times 3 because it was 3 guys, $450, and then $450 times 2, it was $900. Once you add the 900 to them, it's 1,500. You get 2,400. The 2,400 plus the 600. Where I got the 600 from? Oh, yeah, 600. I forgot to put it here. We actually did a chimney here, so that's what I paid $200 extra for the labor, just for they can install the chimney. So it was $3,000 total labor that I pay out. But since we're gonna pay insurance on the workers' comp, so if you divide 3,000 divided by 100, you get 30. So 30 times 31. So that's how much I'm getting. My rate is I'm paying $930. So this one job I pay $930 on insurance. So if you add the 3,000 insurance, $930, you get $3,930. That's how much it was on labor, basically, because of plus the insurance. So if you divide that by 50, we are paying $78 per square, which my number says 80, so I'm a little over, but you want to be just a tiny little bit over. So you can be once you start doing those per square stuff. But there you go on the labor. So you saw how much we spent on labor. Now, to make everything simpler, I went and did this. So on this roof, it was around $220 per materials that I spent. Times 50, it comes out to 11,000. Even though I'm gonna have to find the invoice, I don't have it here, but I think we paid like 10,000. So there you go. It was not as much as 11, but I'm gonna do 11 here to make it all easier for you guys. And then 80 times 50, like I mentioned, you guys, it came out to 78, but I'm doing it because I want to do it a little bit faster for you guys. So 80 times 50 is 4,000. Trash fee $650. That's how much trash we paid for this house. So there you go. You add that, $15,650. That's how much expense it took for this job. That's how much it was. Total job charge that we charged was $23,999.46. That's how much we charge. And then from the $15,000, we had to pay one of the guys the commission, which he gets paid 8% commission out of the total invoice. So he got paid out at $1,119.95. You add all that, you subtract the $23,999.46 minus whatever the expenses was, $17,569. We get $6,429.51 total profit on this roof. So you already know how much you're gonna walk out. Even though, like I mentioned, you guys, on the material, we actually spent a little bit lower because I actually bought this time. I bought it from another supplier because I usually buy it from SRS, but SRS didn't have this color in stock, so I went to another company, and they actually had it, and it was $1,000 difference. I'm telling you, it was $1,000 difference. So it was a good time. So I actually should be 7, but like I said, I'm making it this how I did it. So I was expecting 6,400, but by me buying the material somewhere else, I put another 1,000 on our pockets. But that's how much we did this house for. So, but if you want to do all this, and so basically on this house, if you let's just say you added all the expenses, which was 17, you don't even have to subtract everything, but because another way that you can just add all your expenses, how much you're gonna pay out. So the total was 17. So this how I figure out how much I should charge them, because I didn't do that right now. I put what I charge, but I didn't tell you how to figure out how much you should charge. So total expenses after everything, because remember it was total expense. You're gonna add all your expenses with everything that's gonna take on that one job, just that one day. So it was 15,650, guys. That's how much he says right there. 15,650 and 15,650. That's how much expenses it's gonna take you to get that job done. How much money is gonna take me to get that job done. All right. So after that, if you wanna see how much you should charge, we usually are under 40-45%. I'm gonna put 40 so you can see what I'm talking about. 40%. It shows you I should charge this job $21,910. That's how much I should have charged on this job, but we didn't. That just should be healthy. That's for a healthy job, you know. You can do 20. But we actually did it. We charged $23,999. So we actually, our number is actually even higher than that just on this one job. Just because we 23, yeah, it's a little way over 50 gross profit, over 50%, because we gotta subtract the off, like I said, and we don't keep. I know you guys seeing this number right now. I know you guys seeing this number, total profit of 6,429, but plus the 1,000 that I moved for save open the materials. We actually had to pay, you know, other stuff, but on this job site, that's how much total profit we got from that one job. But then we also gotta have, like, we have other stuff that we to pay the office, gas, and all that. But that's what we do. If you want to make sure you're never losing money, just do 40% or 50% on that. How much you want to make on, just add it from all your expenses. You're gonna take that one job and do 50%. That way you just know that you're making money, you know. And then you can get better once you start learning about your business better. You're gonna start learning about the percentage and all that. And you can, and actually, let's just say you wanna, let's just say plus a commission, right? If you want to pay that, you're already paying the guy 8%. So you just add the 8% on that, you know. Just add all that, you know. So that way you don't never lose money on every job that you do. You won't, like I said, there's things that do happen, because a healthy business usually is around 40%, and that's what I feel like on every estimate that we do. So you want to do that, man. But yeah, that's why I would do the estimate on this house, you know. If I were to go back and redo it, that's how everything works. I guess on this one, I should have planned it a little bit better. I didn't do it as I wanted to, but I was able to do some stuff here. But yeah, guys, that's how much money we made on this one house. If you need any other help and see how we can help you guys out, well, myself, let me know in the comments, you know. On this, like this, I'm gonna do it. It was a Sunday, trying to add another video for you guys. But yeah, on this house, let me see if I can pull his account, guys. Pictures. When we did the roof, when my guys went and took the pictures, you know, we went and took a picture of everything. We got all that, and the finishing jobs as well. You know, we got tear off the plywood, all that. Shows we were able to, if you guys can see that, we were able to pay. I know the budget shows right $3,000, but that's because that's how much money we actually kept after $3,800. That's how much money we actually kept. But yeah, it was $23,999. You can see that. Well, then, guys, I mean, let me know if there's anything else I can help you guys. I am trying to, if you are confused about this, let me know. I'm gonna see if I can make it a little bit better on another. I'm gonna once I upload it, I'm gonna go and rewatch it and see if there's anything else I can redo. Maybe I missed out, or maybe some numbers that you see here, where like, how you got that, or how can you figure that out, or how can I figure those out? What's the number I should be on? But yeah, just make sure you get all your expenses first. Make sure you put all your expenses that you're gonna take in that one job. Because there's another thing that I do as well, how I was able to figure out about the percentage. It's because I add all my expenses yearly. I divide it by how many jobs I'm going to take every time. Kind of our average pricing, I mean, how many jobs we take a year. And I divide those by how many, divide all that by how many jobs I'm going to do. And then I add that little number that I get there, I add it to my jobs all the time. So that way, all my expenses get paid. Office, staff, whatever, payroll, all that get paid. So that's what you want to be on. But if you want, I'm gonna do another video on that. So this one is just about measuring and make sure how to make it the fastest, and so you know how much money you should be keeping after you do the job. Like I mentioned, you guys, things do happen every time. Compressor might go out in the job and you should go buy another one, but you use it for the profit, you know. So you're not coming out of your pocket. A window breaks, a gun falls and kind of slams on the window. You know, those things you can't. I mean, there's those things you just can't predict. You know, you can try to help your crew as much as you can. Like putting that's what we do, the catch-all, protection everything, putting plywood in the windows. That's how you protect and keep all your profit. But even after you do all that, new problems are going to come up all the time. So you want to be prepared for those. But if something does happen, you got money to cover all the stuff. Or you got your insurance. But if you really want to go over the insurance, and you know how they are, they take a little while. Customer needs to get it fixed right away. You want to do that. But other than that, guys, if this video goes up, it's meaning that I was able to figure it out. But if it don't go up, I guess it's just gonna be on my files. But I guess I haven't been uploading in a while. I've just been a little bit busy. I just came from church, so a little bit ashamed. But yeah, guys, anything comes up, let me know. Let me know in the comments, and follow me on Facebook. I guess follow our page, Top Dog Roofing and Sheet Metal, on Facebook. All right, guys. Well, so that's about it for today. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything I should change, like I mentioned, guys, this is how I do it. I'm not saying this is how everybody to do it. I know I'm trying to get better, and I'll be showing you guys my every single time if I find something new. I'm gonna let you guys on that too. But this is for the beginners. That way you just know you don't lose money on your job, you know. So let's get it. It's 2025. It's just it's a new year. Let's all get this money. So I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.